Hello everyone, this is me Anjali and welcome back to Prep Insta. In today's video, we are going to talk about what are startups. Most of the freshers are confused whether to join a MNC or a startup. Don't worry, in this video, we have covered the 7 main points that you should check. But first, let's understand what are startups. Startups are a younger or a smaller business that are run by a small group of people. Startups are mostly trying to introduce a new service or a product in the market. Now, let's get into the video to understand all the 7 points in detail. Let's first talk about the first parameter, that is level of risk. Yes, if you are a freshers or you are an experienced candidate and you are looking your career in a startup, make sure that you go through the history of that startup. You all know that startup is trying to introduce a new product or a service in market. So the main high risk of failure is in the first 3 years of their journey. If the startup sustains in the first 3 years and make them DPIIT certified, then the level of risk is comparatively low. In 2016, there were 452 startups. But now in 2022, according to a survey, it has been noticed that there are 84,000 startups. But approx 80,000 startups are only DPIIT certified. So make sure you are going through the history as well as the certification of that startup. But even after 3 or 4 year survival of the startup, there is no surety that your job is secured. But whose job is secured? Parag Agarwal, we are talking about you. Now, let's talk about the second parameter, that is skills. If you are going for a startup, then the first parameter they will judge you is the technical skills. The second is the soft skills. Soft skills is included of communication, leadership, teamwork, etc. But in a startup, there is not a proper hierarchical structure. So your soft skills are the secondary parameters and your technical skills are your primary parameters on which you will be judged. Now, let's talk about the third parameter, that is training period. If you are joining any startup, then you should know that there will be either less training period or no training period. As I have told earlier that you will be judged first on the basis of your technical skills. So there is a high probability that your manager already have a mindset that you are good with your technical skills. And due to the less funds and due to the less time, the startup not invest their time on the training period. Rather, they will ask you to directly start your designated work. Now, the next parameter is salary. So, it's a mentality of everyone that if you are joining a big company, then your salary will be high. If you are joining a startup, then your salary will be low. But it's not always the case. For example, if you are joining a funded startup, there is high probability that you are going to get even more salary than a person working in any MNC. And if you are joining a non-funded startup, then there is a chance either you will get low salary or high salary. But there is a twist. Even if you are joining any startup and their salary is low, they will give you stocks. So for example, if you are joining any startup and they are giving you the stocks of 1%, but after few time, your startup will get fund from another company or angel investors, then the overall value of your stock will be increased. So don't judge your job only on the basis of amount you are getting at that particular time. Instead, check the stock, check your startup value in the market and then opt for your job. The next is learning opportunities. Yes, in startups, there is very less probability that you will work with more experienced candidate. So there is a less chance that you will learn things from more experienced candidates instantly. But the beauty of this part is that you are going to brainstorm the ideas by yourself. You are going to learn the things by yourself. You are going to put all your ideas in the front of your team lead, in the front of your manager, and you can lead the project instantly, which will help you in growing more. Next is growth and visibility. Growth and visibility is that, for example, if you're joining any MNC, there is high chance that if you join as a front-end developer, you will work onto that part only. But in startup, there is no such restriction. For example, if you're working as a front-end developer, but the team requires a back-end developer, and you think that you can work for that profile also, you can learn things by yourself and you can explore that domain as well. So in terms of growth and visibility, startups do have more growth and more visibility because you will be able to showcase yourself in front of other teams as well. And now, the last but not the least, work-life balance. Yes, if you're a person and looking for a stable job, then maybe startup is not for you. But if you are a person who is ready to dive into the pool of sharks, who is ready to shine, then startup is for you. In the initial phase, yes, it will be difficult for you to manage your work-life balance because in startup, it's not the 9 to 5 culture, but later on, it will be fruitful for you. And now that I have covered all the parameters that you should check, it totally depends upon you whether you want to join the startup or not. I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching. And if you like this video, please do like, share and subscribe. And also, don't forget to press the bell icon.